Hello everyone, welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Thursday, March the 23rd. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get in, and the room is open between 9 a.m. and up to 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. All right, I forgot to load a chart. Just one second. All right, so here is a chart, and this is kind of the star of the day, only because of the, well, mainly because of the percentage increase. Um, this is up. Just make sure I get the properties and get the symbol linking done. One second here, HTGM, just want to. All right, so this is up. It's only up 110%. It's funny. We were watching this. Actually, I saw this yesterday afternoon in the post market. This mauve area here is the after hours, and so this had a big pop. Of course, after hours yesterday, something to do with a European acceptance of whatever drug they've got, and so here is now the pre-market action. Notice how it was. It wasn't too bad. There was a pre-market high of 365, and it was just sort of fading a little bit. But a little bit of consolidation. But when the market opened, it basically dropped, and it kind of consolidated, around this 3 level. Now, then it popped. Now, I did not get in here. I could not find a decent entry rather than just a pure guess. I could have, I suppose. Actually, I had an alert right up here to see if it could take out yesterday's after-hours high. So when it did that, I decided to get into the trade. Now I'm not going to go over every one. I actually got into it 3 times. Um, the first time I got in around 4:05, right around here in this choppy area. Got out at 4:15 and then kind of flat. Got in again at 4:23, right around here. Again, very choppy, and got out 432 and took a little loss on the second part, 3 cents. It's so funny. Somebody asked, how can you lose 3 cents on a stock that's up, 115%? And well, of course, the answer is, well, of course I wouldn't have if I got in down here, but I got in up here. The last time I got in was the good one. I was kind of waiting for a break to see if it could take out that high. Got into the stock again at 443, and this time I waited a little bit. Again, look how quick this is. I mean, this is a 5-minute candle. Got out at 470. It seemed like it was about a 15 or 20-second trade. Got in at 470, and then as it came back down, I got out. So very whippy though. I mean, this is, as I said in the room, to me anyway, it was very difficult to trade once it got over 4. This is not like it had once it broke 4. It had a nice straight path. So that was that one. Probably my best trade really overall probably was this one, this SCS steel case. It came from the gap alerts, and you can see right there. There's the gap alerts right there. Now it was at 8. I'm sorry, I'm looking at SSH. There it is at 9:36, so 6 minutes after the market opened. 1725 was the alert. And so here's the candle, and I got into the trade right at actually 1725. I think what happened, yeah, I got in at 1725. I think it sort of rested there a little bit. And one of the reasons I took the trade, I liked it because look at the daily. Again, I love to see this. You see this void right over here. So I thought, okay, it's over. It has room on the daily chart. And so I took the trade right here, 1725 horizontal line, and look at that nice move up. Now I traded some along the way. I got out some at 1735, 1750, got out some at 1775. I actually thought that it would not break 18. I have to bring back the daily chart to show you why. Sorry about that. So here, yeah, I mean, here it is. Here's 18. I did not think it would have a chance today anyway to get through this, and look what it did. It got all the way up to there and it stalled. It's amazing how that happens. Seems to happen all the time. So that was kind of my plan, was to see whether or not it could. And once it was starting to fail, then I just got rid of the rest. And 1765 was my last sale on it. What else did we do? Holly from MAR, MAR. A good trade. Not a bad one. I mean, nothing spectacular. Got in at 93.12. And when I say nothing spectacular, I'm talking about the percentage move. Got in just over the whole number here. Actually, it was 93.13. Sold some up here, held on through this pullback, and then sold some more up here. The market right now is in a bit of an interesting area, of course, or interesting emotional area, of course, with this health care bill either going to pass or not going to pass, and people saying if it passes, it's going to be bad. If it doesn't pass, it's going to be bad. So I mean, right now we're in a bit of turmoil, especially with the healthcare stocks. But anyway, that's the one I did from Holly. I took a couple of losses. The one loss was on Habit. This was the wake-up call. I really liked it. Again, take a look at the daily. I will absolutely watch this one tomorrow. You look at the daily, look left, look at the void, beautiful void. It just didn't work. I mean, do they all work? No. The actual alert was, I think, 1635. I got into the trade at 1635 and I took myself out. So I got into the trade right here, took myself out at 1620, and I will continue to watch it, but it's not doing nothing doing for tomorrow though. For tomorrow, definitely I want to watch it because of that void. The other one that I took that didn't work wasn't from Holly. It's Penn, and really, I mean, I should have taken it around here. Was talked about a lot. When it based around 16, I probably should have taken it right here. Though when it broke over 17, when it broke over 17, I took the trade, got in at 1709, right about here, right almost at the high, unfortunately. Let's put a markup right there. And took myself out. I was really hoping it would get back over 17. Just didn't do it. Took myself out at 1691. So I took a loss on that one. Now, interestingly, I am in this one as a potential swing trade, AGFS. This is one that I was watching. Take a look on the daily. You'll see why. This is one I've been watching for a while. Right around here, this pullback, and I actually had an alert right here, but somehow I missed it, which is too bad. 347. I decided then I was actually going to wait for a bit of a pullback. But again, take a look at the void, look at the void, look at the void. Not saying it's going to close entirely, but it sure has a good look to it, doesn't it? So got into the trade, and as I said, this was what I call a starter position. Took it at it was right around here, and I was kind of waiting for a pullback. Actually, I was waiting more for this. It just didn't happen, and I was a little worried it might start running away. So I took some at 364. I'm in right at 364. And we'll see what happens. I mean, now we've had a little pop. It's not a lot of volume, but again, as a swing trade, potential swing trade, doesn't need a lot of volume. But certainly, this little breakout here, maybe it'll challenge for today. Certainly, if it does, I will get rid of some. I may not be able to add to it, but we'll see. And that is really about it. Yeah, that's about it in terms of just quickly looking. Yeah, that's about it. All right, well, I want to get back to the room. Could be some exciting action for the balance of the day. You never know. So I'll close this down. Again, I open the room at about 8:45, and I get live on the mic at 9 o'clock, all times Eastern, of course. And I go up to 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 3 o'clock is when I go over what I call my evening scan, which is basically the stocks that are up the most and down the most with other filters attached, just to see if there's any and then I set price alerts to see whether or not there's some continuation the next day. And what we do is we take a look at those stocks, check the daily, weekly charts to see whether or not there might be some continuation. And if there is, then I'll set an alert either on the upside or the downside. So I do that every day at 3 o'clock. All right, well, listen, thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you in our hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.